Good time to come back. Oh my god.
Hello everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day. As you might see, or might not be that visible actually, because I am literally pretty much translucent, but I did get some sun today. Went out and got some fishing done. Did some work around the house, but got a ton more to do tomorrow. Yeah, I'm having one of those weekends where it's like, it doesn't really feel like a weekend because you have so much shit you got to do, but I digress. I hope everybody's week was good. I hope everybody's weekend's doing, everybody's weekend is going great as well. So what we have lined up for tonight is, what I'm going to start things off with first and foremost is I'm going to give a little bit of an analysis. I'm sure y'all have seen it on social media. And I know pretty much every content creator I know, every colleague and comrade of mine has been covering it pretty extensively. But I'm going to give my own analysis of the absolutely disastrous fucking Joe Biden interview with Nick Stephanopoulos. Or no, George Stamba Kamehameha. Yeah. Hey everybody. Thanks for chatting in. So yeah, I'm gonna give my own take from a psych perspective. Not only on just the symptoms I see throughout just the interview itself. But also some psychology behind the answers that are being given. We're not going to go through the whole thing. I don't want to put you guys through half an hour, because it's not going to be half an hour. It's going to be half an hour and then me commentating. And as y'all must know by now, you know, I don't shut the fuck up. So we're just going to go through the important parts. The meat and potatoes is at the beginning, thankfully. So we're going to go through that, and then afterwards, I don't know if y'all remember the games growing up, Myst and Riven. Myst was a big one. But yeah, so I played Myst and Riven when I was very young, and these were games, for people who aren't aware, that are kind of point-and-click puzzle games, or you're basically just dropped into a situation, like dropped on an island or something, and you kind of just got to figure out how to get to the end. So we're gonna get that going. But yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and kick this party off. There we go. All right, so we're just going to kick this off right from the beginning here, and I'm going to pause it occasionally and kind of give my personal analysis on the answers here and kind of the psychology behind the answers and what they really mean. Because for those who didn't tune in, some of y'all just didn't want to see this. Maybe some of y'all are too traumatized by the debate. You don't ever want to hear the word Biden again. Maybe you gave up on the whole political apparatus. Maybe you're living in the woods and you just want to watch me play some games. And don't worry, we will get to that. But yeah, without further ado, let's kick this piece of shit off.
Is this a bad episode or the sign of a more serious condition? Okay. Let's start with the debate. You and your team have said you had a bad night, but your friend Nancy Pelosi actually framed the question I think is on the minds of millions of Americans. Was this a bad episode or the sign of a more serious condition?
It's a bad episode. No indication of any serious condition. I was exhausted. I didn't listen to my instincts in terms of preparing, and I had a bad night.
You know, you say you were exhausted, and I know you've said that before as well, but you came, and you did have a tough month, but you came home from Europe about 11 or 12 days before the debate, spent 6 days in Camp David. Why wasn't that enough?
Hold on, I gotta look at his face. I'm sorry, I gotta have a bit of a laugh here. Look at his face. This motherfucker has the worst, like, old man Bill Burr, like, he's staring at the Reaper, okay? He's staring at the pearly gates. Actually, given his fucking history, he's staring at fire and brimstone, probably.
6 days in Camp David. Why wasn't that enough rest time, enough recovery time?
Because I was sick. I was feeling terrible. Matter of fact, the docs with me, I asked if they did a COVID test because they're trying to figure out what's wrong. They did a test to see whether or not I had some infection, or a virus. I didn't. They just had a really bad cold.
And
Okay. So, I'm just going to lay a bit of the groundwork here. Having studied a lot of Joe Biden's mannerisms, his cadence, and his general behavior over a long period of time, it should be painfully evident to anyone whatsoever. It should be painfully evident to anyone whatsoever that Joe Biden is a narcissist. He has exhibited countless narcissistic traits, from a profound lack of empathy to an excessive need for admiration. So what he's doing here, and I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, okay? Because this could be from his team. They're giving him like answers. They're coaching him, and as we all know, his brain's just basically macaroni and cheese as of this point. If some noodles came out the ear right now, I wouldn't really be surprised. But the reason why he needs to frame it as and this is something narcissists do as well. When they're lying, they will kind of gish gallop. They will gish gallop excuses. Because if you notice, the first answer was I was exhausted. Now, we've all been exhausted. When I'm exhausted, I'm dumb as fuck when I'm exhausted. But he doesn't stop at exhausted. And you'll see this with a lot of liars. They won't just give you one excuse. They'll give you a bunch of excuses. And the intention there is to condition you to thinking, I shouldn't be too hard on this person because they seem like there's just a whole ton of stuff going on. So he could have just led with, I'm exhausted, and just called it a day. But now he's exhausted, plus he has a cold. And it's a really bad cold to the point where his staff was super concerned. Again, this is a tactic that liars use a lot. There won't ever just be one reason. They will pepper you with reason after reason, because the intention is to get you to stop being on the offensive and put you in a more defensive state, or even like an empathetic state. Anyway.
Did you ever watch the debate afterwards?
I don't think I did, no.
That's very telling. A lot of people probably didn't catch, essentially, a lot of people probably didn't catch the significance of that. But Joe Biden is obviously in some capacity, when in the 4.5 seconds a day that he's fucking lucid and actually with it, he obviously knows he had a bad debate. He's forced to admit it on live TV now. A normal person would review that debate and go, oh wow, that's really bad. I need to look into this and review it and see how I can do better. But narcissists can't do that, because behind the grandiose shell, the like superiority aura that a lot of narcissists have, there is deep, deep shame. And in order to deflect from that shame, you can never face it. So the fact that he never even watched the debate, which, I mean, that's crazy, right? If you had a debate, you'd want to watch it and get better, especially if you know you've got another fucking debate, probably. But again, narcissists can't do that. They can't face their own inadequacies. That's why narcissists create this false self to begin with. It's because they can't face those inadequacies. Yeah, just wanted to point that out real quick.
Well, what I want to get at is, what were you experiencing as you were going through the debate? Did you know how badly it was going?
Yeah, look, the whole way I prepared, nobody's fault mine. Nobody's fault but mine. I prepared what I usually would do, sitting down, as I did come back with foreign leaders or the National Security Council, for explicit detail. And I realized about partway through that, you know, I get quoted, the New York Times had me down at 10 points before the debate, 9 now, or whatever the hell it is. The fact of the matter is that what I looked at is that he also lied 28 times. I mean, the way the debate ran, not my fault, no one else's fault. No one else's fault.
But it seemed like you were having trouble from the first question in, even before he spoke. Notice,
this is kind of something to take note of as well. Now, he says multiple times, it's nobody's fault but mine. But every time he does that, he presents excuses and ways to shift the accountability from his inadequacies to another party. So he says, no one's fault but mine, but Trump was like lying a ton. You know, he was lying like 26 times, and I'll be the first one to agree with him. Trump lied his fucking ass off the whole night. But guess what, Joe? That's Trump. He's been a pathological liar, a documented pathological liar, con man, and fucking scammer his whole life. He has never not been an absolute walking toilet. So, you know this. You're aware of how much he lies, because obviously you've commented on it before, you've observed it before. So, again, the framing of, we call it, in psychology, we call it a narcpology. And you guys may have experienced this with maybe a friend, maybe a lover, hopefully not, a parental figure who may have strong narcissistic traits. It's the I'm sorry but. So they give an apology, but it has to be immediately followed up by deflecting accountability to an external object. He can't just, this could have been over in 5 minutes if he had just admitted, yeah, you know what, I had a bad night. Yeah, I just wasn't with it. My head was soupy and deep fried. I had a deep fried brain that night. I stuck my head in the deep fryer and I was like, I want my head to be like a KFC bucket of chicken. But again, narcissists can't do that. And even though his brain is clearly melting, you know, those personality traits are very strong. Those personality traits are going to stay. They might even be more stubborn than a lot of memories. So.
Well, I just had a bad night. You've had some bad interviews once in a while. I can't remember any, but I'm sure you do.
I've had plenty.
Check that out too. Now, narcissists do this as well when they are pushed, when they feel like they are on the defensive or they're being criticized to a point where their very fragile egos can't handle it. They will try to take control back, because for narcissists, everything is about control. Now, George isn't letting them off the fucking hook here. Okay, he's been very just tunnel vision of like, no, I need to get this out of you. So what he is doing, he's pushing back and saying, I had a bad night. You've had bad nights before, I'm sure, blah, blah, blah. He's trying to elicit like He's essentially trying to redirect the conversation to paint George as the unfair one, who again is just giving an interview, and Biden agreed to the interview, because of course he did. His narcissism compels him to change the narrative. He can't handle the narrative that he is an old man that's falling apart. And I've said this several times, but there is nothing more tragic than a narcissist in decline. And you'll see this with a lot of people with narcissistic traits as they get older, as they get sick. If anything major happens to them that befalls them in life, they will engage in very erratic behavior, and that's because they do not have control over that situation. Joe Biden does not have control over his dementia. He doesn't have control over his age. He doesn't have control, more importantly, over how the public perceives him. That's why I did this interview, and that is why he is trying to reverse the offensive back onto George.
I guess the question, the problem is here for a lot of Americans watching is, you've said, going back to 2020, watch me, to people who are concerned about your age. And, 50 million Americans watched that debate. It seemed to confirm fears they already had.
Well, look, after that debate, I did 10 major events in a row, including till 2 o'clock in the morning after that debate. I did events in North Carolina. I did events in Georgia. Did events like this today. Large crowds, overwhelming response, no slipping. And so I just had a bad night. I don't know why.
And how quickly did it?
So real quick, this is another thing that Cluster B people are really fucking bad at, and that's consistency. So he's trying to juice up like his performance, his abilities, his capacity, right? I did 10 events, sometimes still 2 in the morning. Okay, but Joe, you said earlier the reason why you had a bad night was because you had a cold and you were exhausted. So you can't really be juicing yourself up saying you're this kind of dynamo, as the corporate press likes to say, and simultaneously be arguing that, some travel poops you out, or Donald Trump was lying and that's why your brain got scrambled, or that, you had a cold, right? You got to pick one. You either have to play the, I'm just so overworked and I'm drowning in my own oatmeal or whatever the fuck someone that's that old eats. I don't know. Definitely not bugs like he wants to make all of us eat. Ayo! But, you got to pick one. But that's another thing that disordered people do. They will completely contradict themselves within conversations. And I'm sure you guys have experienced a lot of this as well. And the reason why they do that is because narcissists in particular, and a lot of people with various mental health conditions, they're reactive conversationalists, meaning that they will completely switch whatever they're going to say or whatever narratives they have based on what the person's saying. Because what he's trying to do essentially is he's trying to regain control and like grab the narrative. He wants to get the interviewer to back off and start like dancing to his tune. And George isn't dancing to his tune here, which is very interesting. Very fucking interesting. It's interesting how all of the corporate press isn't dancing to his tune right now. But, yeah, so that's just another thing I noticed right off the bat.
Come to you that you were having that bad night?
Well, it came to me as having a bad night when I realized that even when I was answering a question, when they turned his mic off, he was still shouting. And I let it distract me. I'm not blaming it on that. But I realized that I just wasn't in control.
Two very telling things there. So first and foremost, he keeps saying, I'm not blaming this, I'm not making excuses, but every time he does that, it's after he makes an excuse. And again, I realized I was having a bad night because he kept shouting. Which, first off, I didn't hear that. I heard about like 586 lies from Zion Dawn over there. I heard him literally say Israel needs to finish the job, which means exactly what you fucking think it is. Think it does, rather. Sorry. Had a Biden moment. I was tired. But he keeps doing this thing where he's saying, I'm not blaming that, but he's providing an excuse that is deflecting from him actually owning his poor debate performance. And I haven't watched this in full. I checked out Hardlands Media. I checked out a bunch of other content creators. Their takes on it were fantastic as always, but I haven't like had a chance to like dive into the beginning of this because I feel like the beginning wasn't super covered. So I'm kind of just going at this real time, but yeah, that's fascinating. Another thing too, he said, I didn't feel like I was in control. He's telling on himself there because again, narcissists always need control. Unless he means like I was literally not in control. Like I was not in control of my body. Like I filled my diaper to the brim and I felt a little like a leak down the leg a little bit. I'm not sure.
Part of the other concern is that this seems to fit into a pattern of decline that has been reported on recently. New York Times had a headline on July 2nd, Biden's lapses are said to be increasingly common and worrisome. Here's what they wrote. People who have spent time with President Biden over the last few months or so said the lapses appear to have grown more frequent, more pronounced, and after Thursday's debate, more worrisome. By many accounts, as evidenced by video footage, observation, and interviews, Mr. Biden is not the same today as he was even when he took office 3.5 years ago. Similar reporting in the Washington Post and the Wall Street Journal. Are you the same man today that you were when you took office 3.5 years ago?
In terms of successes, yes. I also was the guy who put together a peace plan for the Middle East that may be coming to fruition. I was also the guy that expanded NATO. I was also the guy that grew the economy.
I was also the guy that expanded NATO. I'm sorry. His face is killing me. The level of like propagandized you have to be like, oh, he expanded NATO. Well, that's fucking based. Slay, queen. I have no words.
All the individual things that were done were ideas I had or I fulfilled. I moved on. And so, for example, you know, well, that was true then. What's Biden done lately? Today, just announced 200,000 new jobs. We're moving in a direction that no one's ever taken on. I know you know this from the days in the government. I took on Big Pharma. I beat them. No one said I could beat them. I took on all the things we...
No, Joe, you beat Medicare, remember? This is interesting because this is, in my opinion, an example of grandiose thinking. Okay? Because to state that you took on Big Pharma and you beat them after your administration essentially danced to the tune of Big Pharma to the point where you were ready to get to use what's it called? I'm having a brain fart. But basically, to the point where you were trying to get vaccine mandates implemented on a fucking countrywide level. Okay, the fact that you can actually say you beat Big Pharma, which, first of all, what exactly did you beat? Okay? Big Pharma practically owns our media. Here in Canada as well as the States. The idea that you beat Big Pharma, where it is one of the most corrupt, unregulated industries in the world, is an example of grandiose thinking. And that's because narcissists always have to preserve their sense of grandiosity. They always have to... And by the way, I could do any interview with Trump and give these exact same arguments. Because I might actually do that as a comparison one day. Because Trump has the exact same traits Biden does. These people, personality-wise, are extremely similar. It's just Biden has a better facade. There's two types of narcissists. There's a overt or grandiose narcissist, and there is a covert or a vulnerable narcissist. Biden used to be a grandiose narcissist, but what happened was he had too many repeated wounds to his ego, and so he switched it up to becoming a vulnerable or covert narcissist, where a lot of the time you play like you're a good person. You play like you're a downtrodden and, you know, underdog sort of person. Trump is a grandiose narcissist. He'll just say, I'm the greatest thing ever a million times a day, and he'll criticize anyone who doesn't just immediately go, yes, you're the greatest person ever. But yeah, ludicrous shit like I beat Big Pharma. It's just like, normal people don't say shit like that because you know you haven't. But you have to maintain that aura of superiority at all times.
Said we got done. We were told we couldn't get done. And part of it is what I said when I ran was I wanted to do three things. Restore some decency to the office. Restore some support for the middle class instead of trickle-down economics, go from the middle out and the bottom up. The way the wealthy still do fine, everyone does better. And unite the country.
But what has all that...
Again, grandiose thinking. The three things he listed off there, none of them came true. There was no decency to the office because there was never any decency to begin with. Look at the history of look at the history of presidents. Look at all the scandals. Look at all the corruption. I mean, fuck, I remember, you all remember the Clinton days? So the idea that he's restoring anything is ludicrous. If anything, what he means by restoring decency is, I don't think Trump did a good enough job hiding his sociopathy. So I restored the false image of decency that the liberal class is so in love with.
Work over the last 3.5 years cost you physically, mentally, emotionally?
Well, I just think it cost me a really bad night, bad run. But, you know, George, I'm optimistic about this country. I don't think we're a country of losers, he points out. I don't think America's in tough shape. I think America's on the cusp of breaking through in so many incredible opportunities. This next term, I'm going to make sure we have straighten out the tax system. I'm going to make sure we're in a situation where we have health care for all people, where we're in a position where we have child care and elder care, free up, and all these things. One thing I'm proudest of is, you remember when my economic plan was put forward, a lot of the mainstream economists said it's not going to work. Well, guess what? You now have 16 Nobel laureates, 16 of them in economics, saying that Biden's next term would be, based on what he wants to do, enormous success. Trump's plan would cause a recession, would significantly increase inflation. I've made great progress, and that's what I plan on doing, and we can do this.
I understand that, and I'm not disputing that. What I'm asking you is about your personal situation. Do you
So, again, narcissists are famous for this. Remember what the actual question was. He didn't give an actual answer. He started listing off all of his qualifications, all of his pedigrees, most of which were lies. Lies are half-truths. Let's not spin yarns here. But it got to the point where George had to redirect the question back because it wasn't answered. and say what you want about George Stephanopoulos. Thank God I got his name right. But this is good journalism, what he's doing right here. Okay? Because that's what you want to do in an interview. Okay? You need to constantly be going, did this person answer this question? And if they didn't, you have to press them to answer it again. I mean, we saw it in the debate, several questions, if memory serves, where Trump was asked a question and he went off into this fucking Adderall-laced tirade about, well, let's be real, 80% of it was just, let's blame every problem on the border. Trump essentially just did the South Park episode, you know? They took our jobs. But they had to redirect the question back because it's like, you didn't answer the question. Here you go, answer the question. That's what he's doing right here.
Dispute that there have been more lapses, especially in the last several months.
Can I run 110 flat? No. But I'm still in good shape.
Are you more frail?
No.
I know you
Complete
spoke.
my schedule.
I know you spoke with your doctor after the debate. What did he say?
He said, he just looked at me and said, you're exhausted. I have medical doctors travel me everywhere, every president does, as you know. Medical doctors, some of the best in the world, travel me everywhere I go. I have an ongoing assessment of what I'm doing. They don't hesitate to tell me if they think there's something wrong.
I know you said you have an ongoing assessment. Have you had a full neurological and cognitive evaluation?
I get a full neurological test every day with me.
So this is heavy doubling down. You can't get a full neurological test every day. That's not even realistic. Because a full neurological test involves a battery of different tests that sometimes involve a CT scan, an MRI, sometimes double contrast or contrast, which involves putting dye into your veins. These don't take like 5 minutes. Okay? Having a full workup of neurological tests isn't something you can just wake up and fit into your day, especially if, as he's saying before, his schedule is so jam-packed. That's just not realistic. I've had them myself, and I know what the tests are. So this is an example of him really doubling down. And again, the comment about, like, my doctor said you're exhausted. I mean, we don't know what his doctor really said. But I find it a little coincidental that his doctor somehow completely agrees with his narrative entirely.
And I've had a full physical. I had, I've been able to read for my physicals. I mean, yes.
I know your doctor said he consulted with a neurologist. I guess I'm asking a slightly different question. Have you had the specific cognitive tests, and have you had a neurologist, a specialist, do an examination?
No one said I had to. No one said, they said I'm good.
Would you be willing to undergo an independent medical evaluation that included neurological and cognitive tests and release the results to the American people?
Look, I have a cognitive test every single day. Every day I have that test. Everything I do. Not only am I campaigning, but I'm running the world. And that's not how it sounds like hyperbole. But we are the essential nation in the world. Madeleine Albright was right. And every single day, for example, today, before I come out here, I'm on the
China would like a word.
phone with Prime Minister of, anyway, I shouldn't get into detail, but with Netanyahu. I'm on the phone with the new Prime Minister of England. I'm working on what we're doing with regard to, in Europe, with regard to expansion of NATO and whether it's going to stick. I'm taking on Putin. I mean, every day, there's no day I go through, there are not those decisions I have to make every single day.
And you have been doing that, and the American people have been watching, yet their concerns about your age and your health are growing. So that's why I'm asking, to reassure them, would you be willing to have the independent medical evaluation?
watch me between. There's a lot of time left in this campaign. It's over 125 days.
So
I'll
the
make a decision.
the right answer right now is no. You don't want to do that right
No,
now.
I've already done it.
So when there is a challenge, because he essentially said, would you be willing to back up everything you're saying by having an independent body that is unbiased, uninfluenced, all of that, come in, check you the fuck out, and then release to the public the results of that? So a couple interesting things here. He went from, I have a cognitive test every single day, to, nope, I've never had like a neurological test, to the answer to that, I have a cognitive test every single day. And then a deflection after that. So basically what he is admitting, and narcissists do this a lot too, is they're willing to play various linguistic games with you. They're willing to, conversation is very much like a chess match, I suppose. But when it came down to it, the meat and potatoes of it, of like, okay, I'm hearing what you're saying. Would you be willing to have that backed up? And because everything he's saying here is probably false. He tried the deflection, and George, props to him, he brought it back and said, okay, so what is the answer here? As you noticed, he had to present that question twice and then push for the answer. And obviously the answer is no, because we're not going to be getting an independent assessment of his mental health. So.
You talked a lot about your successes at the beginning of this interview, and I don't want to dispute that. I don't want to debate that. But as you know, elections are about the future, not the past. They're about tomorrow, not yesterday. And the question on so many people's minds right now is, can you serve effectively for the next 4 years?
George, I'm the guy that put NATO together, the future. No one thought I could expand it. I'm the guy that shut Putin down. No one thought could happen. I'm the guy that put together.
Another obvious example of grandiose thinking. How did you shoot Putin down? What did you do? By funding Ukraine? How did you shut him down? He thinks America's a joke. And the thing with Putin is, he doesn't even have a, and there's interviews where he blatantly says this. He doesn't even have like a opinion about the president, because he legitimately says, we covered this on Politically Homeless a little bit, the president doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's in office. It's meaningless. But, I mean, shutting Putin down, what does that mean? Putin's a part of, Putin got into BRICS, he's a part of Russia. He's working with China. And they're winning. They're winning in Ukraine. And that's because of you and your allies. They're still at war because of you and your fucking allies. So, again, that's another example of grandiose thinking. Because in no way, shape, or form did he shut Putin down. But also, did he say he created NATO? Was that just like a... I'm going to chalk that up to a brain fart. And I'm going to be charitable to Biden here, because he obviously has dementia. We assume, but is most likely the case. Or Lewy bodies, there's a lot of different theories, but there's obviously some cognitive issues here. A lot of this could be him forgetting, misremembering, but I'm noticing the same personality traits that track with essentially his personality just as we can observe it and have observed it before. So.
South Pacific Initiative with AUKUS. I'm the guy that got 50 nations not only in Europe, outside of Europe as well, to help Ukraine. I'm the guy that got Japanese to expand their budget. So I mean, and for example, when I decided we used to have 40% of the computer chip, and we invented the chip, that little chip, the computer chip. It's in everything, from cell phone to weapons. And so we used to have 40%, we're down to virtually nothing. So I get in the plane against the advice of everybody, and I fly to South Korea. I convinced them to invest in the United States, billions of dollars. Now we have tens of billions of dollars being invested in the United States, making us back in a position where we're going to own that industry again. We have, I mean, I just, anyway, I don't want to take too much credit. I have a great staff.
But I guess my point is, all that takes a toll.
Remember what he said, all that takes a toll, but again, he's very quick to say, I don't want to give myself too much credit, not making an excuse, but here he just gave himself an unbelievably grandiose amount of credit. And then he goes, I don't want to give myself too much credit. So again, it's these contradictions within the dialogue tree of narcissistic people that you really have to look for.
Do you have the mental and physical capacity to do it for another 4 years?
I believe so. I wouldn't be running if I didn't think I did. Look, I'm running again because I think I understand best what has to be done to take this nation to a completely new level. We're on our way. We're on our way. And look, the decision recently made by the Supreme Court on immunity, you know, the next president of the United States, it's not just about whether he or she knows what they're doing. It's not about a conglomerate of people making decisions. It's about the character of the president. The character of the president is going to determine whether or not this Constitution is employed the right way.
And
okay. That's about...
we should note that ABC News...
That's about as much as I can stomach. Let me just... I'm just going to catch up on chat. Sorry, y'all. I was super into that. Super invested, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I have a blast doing psychoanalysis, especially for politicians, because the overwhelming majority of them are like, let's be real, it attracts a lot of people with cluster B traits. A lot of people with narcissistic, dark triad, sociopathic, those kind of traits. It's part and parcel of the job. Because, as I've talked about endlessly, politicians don't work for you. The purpose of the politician, under the capitalist structure, is to convince the people that they are working for them while working for the rich and powerful. That is the purpose. And in order to do that, you cannot be fucking honest. You can't roll in to an interview and say, yeah, I'm going to try and get that done, but I kind of got to get, like, the corporations to play ball. I kind of got to get my donors in line with that. We'll see what the donors say, if they're going to buy it. I'll try my best. Because then the whole this is a democracy thing completely falls apart. So, yeah. That was that. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I'm probably going to do more of these. Just kind of psychoanalyze, you know, personalities, I suppose, in general, just based on their different mannerisms and how they navigate conversations. But I guess the takeaways here is obviously your empathy is going to be triggered watching Biden in the state that he is in. You know, he's obviously doing very poorly. We see him literally, like, struggling to finish sentences, to find words. But let me be the first one to say, your empathy is better spent on, I don't know, the Palestinians who are being slaughtered because of the direct actions of his government. Your empathy is better spent on the working class people that his policies have devastated. Joe Biden has been an objectively horrible human being for his whole miserable fucking life. He has done more damage to the United States and the world in his lifetime than almost any other politician I can think of. So don't feel bad for him, okay? I'm feeling a bit of, as the Germans say, Schadenfreude, which is the glee at the misfortune of someone else when I see this kind of shit. Because I know his narcissism cannot handle what's happening. He doesn't have control of the situation. His party has lost faith in him. He's completely losing the world. And I hate to say it, but that's fucking karma, Joey. That is absolute goddamn karma. So, without further ado, I want to ask the chat an important question. Do any of you motherfuckers remember Myst? M-Y-S-T. This game. I'm going to bring this shit up. Oh, wrong. I'm a dumbass. Who remembers that motherfucker? Because I sure do. So, Myst, I'll give you a brief. If that doesn't jog your memory, this will. Yeah, so in recent news, what has happened was, yeah, Bad Cookies, Myst, classic game, yeah. I was very young when this came out, and I didn't do good as a kid. I'm going to be honest. I did pretty fucking terribly. Because A, I was a kid, and B, I was like riddled with ADHD. I still am. But I feel like as a child, it's a little harder to handle because you haven't like kind of figured your brain out to the point where you can manage it somewhat effectively. But yeah. So Myst has a sequel called Riven, and it was even harder than Myst. To the point where I feel like I was stuck in certain areas in Riven for days. Like, I would fire it up on my mom's computer, and I would sit there just tearing my hair out for fucking hours. And then I go to bed sad, and I get up and do it again. And, truth be told, it's one of the few games that I never beat. Mostly because other games came out. Trying to remember what game... 1993? Okay, so 1993. I'm trying to get an idea of the time frame of what I got distracted by. But I remember I kept going, I'm going to go and beat this, and then other games came out, and I think when was the N64 released? I'm thinking that's the one that did it. Oh no, that was 96. Okay, so other games came out, I got distracted, I never came back to it. But I was also very young. So, without further ado, we are going to get right into it. And this right here... Now, Himbo, you now have a reason to beat that Myst sequel. We'll be here cheering you on. Thanks, Golden Monarch. Appreciate that. We're going to give this our best shot. So, new game. Many ages, infinite truths.
Thank God you returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know, but I'm afraid there's no time to expose.
Okay.
Most of what you'll need to know is in here. And for reasons you will discover, I can't send you to Riven with a way out. But
Oh, we're fucked already.
it appears to be a linking book back here to Dunny. It's actually a one-person prison. It's the only way to capture Gen. Here. Once you've freed Catherine, I'll come with a linking book. She'll know how to sequence.
When did Myst first come out? Jacqueline, I believe it was 93. I was 8 years old. Oh, no wonder I sucked. I was a little baby. I was a hairy sisson, if you will. Is this remastered? Yeah, Cookies. This is a full remake. Okay, goodbye. Oh shit. Who is ready to get confused? Oh, that brings back memories. Man, that's a loading screen. That reminds me of EverQuest back in the dial-up days. When you died and you're just staring at your body for like 5 minutes until it finally loads up. Okay. Wait, what? Did I already fuck something up? Wait. Oh, okay, I gotta wait for this dude. This is making me feel like Biden at a debate. Hey, let me out, Jack! I finally beat Medicare! Okay. I don't understand anything. You don't look like Charlie Sheen. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Oh, wait, I get it. Guys, I figured it out. So, you write someone's name in the book and they die. Pretty sure. That'll be a really good show, huh? What the fuck? Oh no. Oh god, it's a mask. The person has a mask. They're brightly colored. Oh shit, it's a liberal. This is unbelievable. So, yeah, that was a joke. It was a Death Note. It was a Death Note joke. It's one of my favorite shows. Okay. We can't do anything there. Okay, so we got a bag of stuff. Man, that's fucking pretty. Look at that. The graphics are really good. Like, oh my god, I do not remember. Oh, we can sprint! Riven, isn't this by the people that made Myst? So Riven is the sequel to Myst. This is a remake of that game. Okay, we're going up the stairs. Press the escape button on your keyboard to open the menu. Okay. All right. Okay. Far better than Epstein Island. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so Anunnaki. Oh man, don't force me to go down an Anunnaki rabbit hole. Okay, so that's a puzzle. So I think what we're going to do is just explore first off. Because the thing is, when you encounter a puzzle, this is something I remember from these games. If you're not fully, like, aware of the area, then you're going to miss a lot of shit. Oh, this is claustrophobic. Whoa. Check this shit out. Oh. Okay, so that's clearly a door we might need to open. Maybe. What a cool room. That's really cool too. Hey, Heidi. Yeah, I can help with the logo, no worries. Whoa, what did I do? What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we're in the scarab room. Okay. Press X to take a picture. Interesting. Okay. Can't really open this. Huh. What's up, Mastermind? Thanks for coming in, buddy. Always good to see ya. Okay. Oh, they close automatically. Alright, so I'm curious how this picture thing works. Okay, so you just take a screenshot. Just gonna make sure I haven't, like, missed any areas. Oh, I don't think we can get down there at all. Oh, shit. Okay, it's got a place to insert. I should probably check out what this is. I made Riven. The corrections I made to Riven have finally failed. The island has resumed the familiar pattern of decay that is the hallmark of my father's work. I must now race to implement this new patch before it's too late. I only hope that my revised theories are sound. Revisions to Riven completed. There's still a number of minor adjustments that need to be made, but the basic corrections are in and should be working. Something's not right. I've been monitoring the instruments for several hours now, but have thus far observed no change. It's possible I've made an error, though I've checked my entry against my prenotation and can find no discrepancy. I haven't slept in nearly 3 days, so it may be that I'm just not seeing it. Oh, he's giving the Biden excuse! I'm exhausted. Perhaps a short rest I will see something. Success. It appears that my repairs have been effective after all. The gateway image has become noticeably clearer. And although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island itself seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free, at last, to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her in all that time. I only hope that, no, I must assume she's all right, lest my fears undermine my efforts. Oh, damn. All right, 1 minute, y'all. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're about to get confused together. Back. Okay. So I'm reading this in hopes that we'll get like a clue of some kind. Because right now I'm not understanding the scarab puzzle. Okay, the gateway image has become noticeably clearer, and although it's impossible to know this with absolute certainty, the island seems to have quieted itself. Just a few more weeks of work and I should be free at last to go there myself and attempt to bring Catherine back. The past 8 months have left me little time to devise a strategy for getting her out of there. There's been no sign from her all this time. I only hope that, no, I must assume she's alright, lest my fears undermine my efforts. I did not create the Age of Riven. Unlike my father, I've never presumed to have such power. And yet, the future of all those who live there has fallen into my hands. So far, I've managed to read the page before it turns. You all reading my diary. The island continues to appear stable, and I would like to believe that I have saved a dying world. But the theories of one individual cannot support the lives of real people indefinitely. I must get everyone off of Riven as soon as possible. The problem now is Gen. I'll never be able to rescue Catherine and relocate the islanders if he is still the man he used to be. I haven't seen him in over 30 years, but given his history, I must assume that he's still a threat. His myopic mission to restore the Denis civilization has left too many innocent cultures dying in its wake, a pattern that would no doubt continue were he ever to escape the confines of Riven. For more than 3 decades now, the universe has been safe from his corruptive influence because no one has been able to leave that ill-fated age. The last linking book out of Riven having been lost in the star fissure upon my return to Myst. How many pages are there? Oh my god. We'll return to this in a bit if we get stuck. My attention span's waning. Yeah, sorry, 1 sec. I'm just checking something here. Okay. It's like I had anticipated. The journal apparently does have several lore pieces, but apparently it doesn't have any clues. Just wanted to save you all a bit of reading. Okay. So there's a couple different pieces to this puzzle, at least that I can observe. So this rotates, I assume, the room. Right. And then that takes you to the next area. So, as we know, there's another way to access this room, not just from here. So, one thing is, as you guys remember too, you can peek in here and kind of look around. So what I'm assuming might be the way to go is we got to rotate the opening in this chamber to take us to the other room. Actually, wait. Okay, so there's 2 openings. What's the room look like now? Alright. And if memory serves, a way to access this room also. Oh, okay. Okay. So, as you can see, there's access to another place right here. So what we need to do, what we got to do is rotate this to the point where we have access in there and it gives us access to another room as well. So this might be a little bit of running back and forth. But that's puzzle games for you. Okay. Let's see, do we have any kind of access now? We do. But just access. Not sure how to open that either. Oh, you can look inside. Okay. I didn't know that. Okay, some kind of God King, Dagoth Ur sort of guy. Okay. Interesting. Okay. There's probably going to be an opening. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this gate is locked no matter what. Just trying every I'm trying every rotation until we can maybe figure out what this is for. The thing about puzzle games too, oh, there we go. We did it! We got to a thing. Okay, so that has turned on gas to somewhere. And I have a hunch, which is why we took a look around before. Also, is there somewhere to go here? Okay. So, try this first. That doesn't work. This! Oh, that doesn't work either. Damn. Oh, shit. Oh no. Okay. Is that a thing? Okay, so we obviously have some machinery here. Yeah, because it turned that on. So it's powered up the machine, but we need to figure out the pattern here. In the first game, I'm jogging my memory something about a key. Okay, so could be a thing, but what I'm seeing here because there's a bunch of these patterns. I'm just fucking with it for now. Oh shit. Okay. You really gotta look around in games like this. Like every single thing, every single corner you gotta check out. That said, I'm wondering if we also need to keep trying this rotation until this door right here opens up another pathway. Okay, so that's to the thingy. That door's locked. That door's locked too. I'm curious, given those symbols, this doesn't really show anything. Oh. Oh, damn. Oh, one. Okay. All right. Just gonna try this a couple more times. Okay, so you can look in here. Okay, nothing there. Hawk Tua. What's up, Hawk Tua? Oh shit, it's a raid. Well, what is up, everybody? To everybody tuning in, we are playing the remake of Riven, which was a game that made me rage quit as an 8-year-old boy. It may have traumatized me forever. It may actually be the reason why I'm the way I am right now. Okay. Just making sure we can't actually open these doors. Oh shit! Beauty and the Boomer. Well, love you Oz, love you Chanda. Okay. Alright, now it's facing there again. Can I duck? No, I can't duck. Alright. I'm going to give everything a once-over because those symbols, those are a lot of different symbols, and I feel like we have to figure out where that can be obtained. See that? See that in the middle? I'm pretty sure that's one of the symbols. Okay, so I'm going to take a screenshot of that. B for Bitcoin. That's fucking good. All right, now let's see if one of those symbols are one of the options here. Pretty sure it's that. Hold on. Let me check the... It just goes to my folder, right? Yeah, it just goes to... Does it? Oh shit, it doesn't. Where the fuck is the... Hold on, I'm just looking for the screenshot. Where is it? Hold on. Where? Okay. Let's see. Okay. Found the screenshot. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. Oh, there we go. I'm not entirely sure this is going to work, but here's hoping. This is the worst cryptic address puzzle. I agree. Oh. Okay. Nope, that didn't work. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna go back and look for some additional clues. Okay. Maybe we do need something inserted in there. You should play Dead Island next? Yeah, I've heard that's really good. Oh shit, wait. We missed something on the floor. Okay. So it's this symbol over again. And that's the same symbol that we saw in the temple as well. Interesting. Okay. No, it's definitely the same symbol. Okay. Same symbol there too. Alright. Is there maybe a symbol that's more like it? Let's try this for fun. Teabag it. I'm really not sure if that's going to work. Nope. Okay, so maybe there's another angle to this. Oh. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. So if you can look in there. Let's just fuck with this a bit. Is there anything that tells us? Huh. Interesting. Huh. That kind of looks like a constellation. Which is what we can also observe up here. This game is tough. Alright, rotate it one more time. Okay, same symbol. Oh, what's this? Just a light. Okay. Trying to make sure I'm not missing anything. Alright, I tried the symbol. Alright, one sec. Let me check something real quick. Just looking something up real quick. Okay, that didn't help anything I was fucking doing. Actually, I'm gonna check a setting here. I was trying to look up the original Riven, but it's like very different. So, and it seems very different too. So, we're kind of fucked in that regard. We're just gonna have to raw dog this. Okay. Oh, I want motion blur on, to be honest. That's kind of cool. Subtitles on. Okay. Okay. All right. Oh, that's way better. That's way cooler. Okay. I feel like maybe we need to play around with this and see if going into the other room takes us anywhere else. Because, in my opinion, we're kind of at a clues here. Like, I've kind of scoured everything and I'm not seeing anything. I'm only seeing that icon, and that icon isn't working, so. If memory serves, the only way to progress in these games is you just have to try everything like a fucking million times, and then, like, something clicks and you can progress. Okay. I don't think I've opened all of these at the same time. Oh, okay. Okay, so you can't really have all of them on at once. I was wondering if like opening them all at the same time would open the door. It doesn't. Also, if you guys haven't, please like the stream, and if you're having fun, please subscribe. Could always use a little bit more love over here on INN, because we are shadow banned to fuck. Because the The YouTubes don't like the stuff we say because it's too mean and stuff. Okay. Holy fuck. I'm so dumb. Okay. So you can press this button from here. Wait, what's that? I'm such a dumbass. Okay, so obviously I should have checked out this room a little more. I feel the wings of progress. Yes! Alright, so now that door is open. So what we can do now is we can rotate this room, and that door that had all those other areas closed off is now open. Oh, that's dope. Wait, this one too? I'm gonna leave that for now. Okay. I have a hunch that might be related to the symbols on that lever, but I'm not going to draw a conclusion. Okay. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. But for now, we got a lot of different angles we can proceed in with rotating this room. That might be okay. That's just normal. Okay. Because I remember there is another opening, I'm pretty sure. Somewhere. Oh shit, okay, there's another locked door. Okay. So remember that lever that I left? I feel like I need to press that, and then we should be able to open that other door. Holy fuck. How long do you guys think they spent on just like designing this rotating room alone? Oh my god. Car, I haven't played games since PS2. Wow, graphics have improved. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. Like, PS2's it's a jam. I love that shit. PS2 was one of my favorite consoles ever. Oh shit, is this a whole different area? Okay, this is the same. Right, so press this open, and that is going to open another door, hopefully. Alright, let's see. Yep. Oh shit. It's a big golden dome and it's got stuff and also things. Okay, look at it here. Okay. Pay attention to the symbols. Whoa, that's cool. Oh my god, this shit is fucking huge. That's what she said. Cool. It looks like a panopticon. Is it timed? I don't think so. Okay. I'm still in explorer mode anyway. We haven't come to like the puzzle where you got that block where it's like, here, you cannot progress until you figure out this crazy shit. Okay. Oh. Yeah. We got some shit. Can I not grab it? Okay. Interesting. Okay. And then that's right back to the scarab room, and then we can go down here. Oh shit, there's so much more stuff! Go down a path here. Okay, so that's just blocked for now. Okay. This game is gorgeous, by the way. It's like, it's an aesthetic treat for sure. Okay, so obviously that's a bridge that they need to let down. That's cool as well. Okay, so from what I'm understanding, it appears that like you basically have to beat one island and then you can go to the next island. That is really cool. They wouldn't make it that simple. No, they definitely won't. Oh, fuck. Well, shit. I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty fucking funny. Uh-oh. That's pretty funny. Because, like, you go over there, that's like a troll. Because you go over there and you're expecting, like, the bridge just lower, and instead the whole bridge fucking explodes. Oh, man. That's great. But it probably caused a chain reaction of something elsewhere. Nope, that door's still closed. Okay. This is super interesting. I hate to say it, y'all, but we might have to go back to the rotating room. If only because we now open 2 doors. We might be able to access more areas from here. Okay. Okay, so there's no button here. Okay, but what if we went from here all the way to here? Back there. Okay, so press that one more time. Back to this room. Oh, you can press that again. Okay, so where can I go from this room? Interesting. Okay. Okay, so wait, did that change something over here? And where can I go from here? God, this is definitely bringing me back. Okay. Alrighty. There was a button on that telescope. Thank you, Natalie. We will go back to the telescope and check that out then. This is why I like playing games with y'all. You guys catch a lot of shit that I'm just too derpy to figure out. Not ideal. Okay, we're back here. So we're just gonna rotate this until we get back to where we were. Here we go. Okay. Okay. You're right, that is the button. Hold up. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, fuck. Well, good job, Natalie. You have progressed us forward. Wait, what? No, what's happening? Ah! Oh, uh-oh. Okay. All right. What the fuck? What the fuck? Where am I? Okay. We are in what? The astral plane? What the absolute fuck is this? Okay. This is getting a little weird. Holy crap. Hit that bright thing. The bright thing's definitely a part of the puzzle. Just trying to figure out all the factors here. Okay. So we're all connected here. That's fine. Interesting. Okay, but what does that do? Well, let's fuck with some buttons. Oh, that doesn't do anything now. Okay, maybe... Huh. Okay. Is there something else I need to be clicking? Oh, there's some shit below us, too. Cool. Oh, shit, and there's this thing. Okay. Okay, so that's got a thing in it now. Let's fuck with some buttons. Snow Himbo passing out Bernie 16 buttons. No! This is definitely interesting. Okay, so wait, what is the, what is this for? Okay. Oh, shit. Oh! Okay. All right. But that didn't do shit. So we gotta fuck with this a bit, I think. Maybe. I assume. But wait, that took the ball out, so we gotta... I don't think we can do this again. No. So, we gotta... Oh, shit. I don't know how to get back here. Did I just blow it? How do I get the knob back? I need the knob. Guys, I need the fucking knob. Listen, I'm gonna be really cranky if I can't touch this knob. Don't you dare. I know you're thinking of doing that. Don't you fucking click me. Okay, yeah, the button doesn't work anymore. Okay, wait, maybe this actually does have something to do with it. I can't imagine it would, but I don't know. This is curious. I have to be missing something. Oh shit, no, I didn't mean to, no! I didn't mean to do that. Now I gotta wait. Damn it, Cookies. God damn you. I meant the knob in the game. That's the only knob I want. Hit the bright button a bit again. I kept trying to hit it. It didn't do anything. And now I'm back here because I'm a dumbass. Oh shit, okay. If you go back out, then it just reverts. All right, well, that was fun. That was really fun, but we're coming up to time here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired. I've had a pretty full weekend so far. We might return to the Riven remake one day, but I would definitely recommend checking that out if you guys haven't. I think it's for sale on, let me check real quick. Yep. Okay, so it's currently 10% off on Steam if you want to grab that and check out the remake of Riven. Definitely an interesting game. It's fucking gorgeous. Like, it's really pretty. So definitely check that out. And yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. I had some fun breaking my brain on this game. Definitely nostalgic of the old days where I used to break my brain on these kinds of games. I think I was older with Riven though, so it was a little less like completely harsh. Myst just like killed me. But I hope you guys had fun with the psychoanalysis we did with that interview and with checking out the Riven remake. Next week on Snow Himbo Streams, I'm happy to say we will finally be going back to the Thaumaturge and we'll be hopefully beating it. Because, you know, I love me some Thaumaturge. Additionally, I want to say we've got some cool shit cooking up here in on INN. We got a couple new shows in the works, so that's going to be really fun. I'll be working with Yeti Jesus, who's another INN member, on one. I think we've decided on the name being called The Maple Files, but it's essentially about all things Canada. We're going to start with an introduction to like how our political system works, how it's similar, how it isn't. And then from there, you know, going from everything to, you know, how to best prep yourself for the events ahead to Canadian news, Canadian politics, and we got another gaming thing in the works as well. So yeah, as always, thank you guys so much Himbo, you look as energetic as Biden on debates. What the fuck? I can't believe this. Anyway, thank you guys always for hanging out with me tonight. And yeah, How Did We Miss That is tomorrow night at 10 as well. So you can look forward to that. I personally love it. It's always a fun end to the weekend. You always get that like Sunday evening like gloom of like, ah, crap, I gotta go back to being a wage slave all week. So yeah, thank you guys as always. Love y'all, and yeah, as we always say, keep questioning everything. And I'll see a bunch of you fuckers on Thursday, because probably gonna have a pretty big show. Anyway. Mwah. Have a good night.